Honus, this is the said cards, but I'm using dominoes. So this is the dominoes for tomorrow, which is 2/19/2024. And because it's a 1010, which I always call source code, it deals with the more intricacies of numerology, vibrations, and sequences. It's more appropriate to use dominoes on that day. So the whole overall gist of tomorrow is knowing the cycles of manifestation. You have to understand that your power is going to be both the life and death of everything that gets created. Nothing gets created without your energy, and nothing is going to get destroyed until you figure out how to stop being the power source. The power source. Stop plugging in. So the first domino that is pertaining to knowing the cycles of manifestation, that damn 33. That is not just a 33. This is also a one, but this is also a zero. And this is exactly why I use them. Like I said, the deeper rooted meaning that we'll get to basically is vibrational sequencing. This is a multiplicity. This is the 33. We're about to go through what y'all call the cycles of mastery, which I tell you is nothing but viral experiences where the thought has taken over both the lower realm and the perception of a higher realm. The thought has become pervasive. In the sense of it being a one, 3/3 is one. The thought that rules over you has your one, your potential. The other way to look at that is the thought that rules over you leaves you with nothing, has your zero. It takes everything from source. So the multiplicity of knowing the cycles of manifestation, it's your power component. It's not about mastering, it's about making sure you don't become an enslaved by stop supplying your energy. That plays out in all levels of your life, from your mundane, basic level relationship to your family, to your marriage, to your job, to your government, to your corporations, the whole nine. Quit giving all this shit your power. Quit mastering what's already mastered you. You won't have to worry about going through this multiplicity, this realm of duality. So that's the first domino. And to be fair, I'm putting them all back in. Normally I leave them out so I can, run a pattern trail, but yeah, something says leave me in today. So shuffling them up. The next line, or I'm sorry, the first line as far as numerology, 2/19/2024, 2, the high priestess, which in my system has to deal with knowledge and reflection, and 19, the sun card, which has to deal with running through cycles 1 through 9. In true numerology, there's only single digits, 0 through 9. Anything else after that is basically a mental trick, two numbers pretending to be one. 19 is two numbers pretending to be one. Are you the one? Are you the nine? Or are you the combination 10? Are you the reduction, -8? You see what I'm saying? You have to start looking at things a little bit more expansive. But the other breakdown I use for 19, which represents the sun, it's exactly what just got to talking about. It's the power plant. It is what's going to run you through this whole process. So connect it to the power cord that causes manipulations and manifestations. Movement itself. Both manipulation and manifestation are both 5 energies. So in this analogy of 2/19/2024, if I'm connected to the power cord that is causing all this, is it not all me? Shuffle, shuffle, pull. Is it not all me? 24. Didn't we just leave a 6? 24 in my number system is me. It is the king of fire. It is what's ruling over what gets created. What I just tell you what rules over getting created? Them thoughts that have already taken over everything. 3 plus 3 was 6. 2 plus 4 is 6. Want to look at it in the sense of duality, 4 already has you trapped. The higher realm, that's all you see is the trap. You're connected to the trap, and 2 plus 4 is 6. It's the only thing you're going to find. So you're trying to get out of the system of mastery, that 33 energy I keep telling you about, by trying to learn mastery. The only thing you're doing is further enslaving yourself. 2 plus 4 is 6. So the second numerological 9, 2/99. 2, connection, knowledge, reflection, same things. And 99, the end game. It is where I have perceived and made it to the highest level of vibration in the realm of duality. There's a 9 on both sides. The whole problem is if existence is a singularity, how is there two versions of it? That's the first clue that it's an illusion. So 299, knowing the end game, but if you're not aware of how or why you play the games, still gonna leave you a pawn. In the sense of getting to the end game and there's still more than one of me, I didn't win. I didn't win. The whole goal is to get back into your wholeness. If you get to the end of a game and there's still separation, you still in the game. You still in the game. You still connected, but you ain't made it out. You still connected to what already was. Remember the last domino was 2-4? The trap is all you see. The only thing you see is the trap, and you haven't seen anything else. Point blank. You still in that high priestess energy. You still think there's something greater than you, and you just trying to get a better relationship with it, not knowing that it is the reduction of yourself. In the sense that you are source and you create something that you now make greater than you, that's just an illusion or figment of your mind, you having a stronger connection to what you created means you're only strongly connected to the dissection of yourself. Take your time with that one. Gets to the most important line, 1010, source code, aka your core traumatic programming, binary coding. Binary, too, seeing myself in duality is the trick. If I want to get into wholeness, I can't stop. I mean, I cannot keep seeing everything in duality. So 1010, core traumatic programming, potentially food into magical ignorance, aka free will. Once you enter into the realm of duality through mental perception, you not stopping to see that it was just a mental trick, Jedi mind trick, you investing in that trick, and now you want to figure out how to master the trick, means you become the trick yourself. So 1010, the source code is you have already self-sabotaged yourself. Oops. 78. 8, I'm already struggling with this lower dimension. And I think if I struggle with this lower dimension, this 8, it'll show me. 7. It'll show me how to get out of this trap and get back into my center. But holy shit, look at this one right here. You're still centered in between what? The illusion of separation. You're still centered into what's already had you boxed in. You just found a better room to exist in. 7 plus 8, 15. You're your own devil. You didn't advocate for yourself. You've been advocating for everything that's already got you in separation. See the beginning of this reading. The only thing you did was fight for them thoughts. Them 233s. You fought with them thoughts that took over your lower level and your higher level, and you believed them. So you struggle with that, and now it becomes who you are, because the only thing you invest in. Again, 7 plus 8, 15. The devil, potentially moved. That's the devil for a lot of things. If it won't keep still, then it can't show you, or sometimes in the sense of itself, it can't see its own potential. Man, if you just sit down and slow down and look at things from a different perspective, you might be able to see what's really going on. I don't know how to keep still. Then you're your own devil. High planet Earth. So the 1010 source code, the core traumatic programming is you your own devil because you're struggling with this lower vibrational shit, trying to make a higher vibrational you. That in itself is a Jedi mind trick. If I'm trying to make a better me by going through the traumatic things that I've allowed, bonus domino. Me allowing myself to go through a struggle and thinking that's who I am means that's traumatic bonding. That was not responsibility. That does not allow you to take accountability. Here's some accountability. All the potential was in you. You down here struggling with everything going on around you, it was already you. It ain't got nothing to do with nothing else. There was nothing higher than you. You just forgot to hire yourself. HIRE. You forgot to hire yourself to put yourself into a higher state of vibration. So you stayed down here in this lower realm where all your potential was trapped. So that was not only a 1, but that was also 10 in reverse. 10 is the wheel of fortune. If you were in here at the beginning, I told you 2 numbers. Once you get past 9, say the number 10 itself is 2 numbers pretending to be 1. It's a switch value. So the source code is you down here fighting with your own potential, which means you're potentially going to lose. But who are you going to lose to? Yourself. You know that bullshit you like to say all the time, it's me versus me. That's a real time thing. You keep on thinking you're fighting with yourself. You already guaranteed yourself to lose. Change your mindset. Change that shit you think you know. Next line, 344. Change that shit you think you know. 3, your thoughts. 44, what you keep manifesting. Creatively manifesting. But what's the blueprint? Didn't I just show you your potential is still trapped in your lower vibrations? That's your traumas. So if the only thing I'm manifesting from is my lower vibration, how in the hell I think I'm gonna manifest some high vibrational shit? You ain't gonna manifest some high vibrational shit. Them thoughts that you keep on employing, that three will be your highest vibration. Them thoughts that you keep on feeding all your potential into will be what takes over your whole mind. And then once you figure out who you are within all this stuff you're thinking, that's who you're going to tell yourself you're going to become. But that's already a lie. That's already a major infection. This is going to become you after the sickness. You after the sickness is not you that stayed well. Sorry for you. 7 plus 9, 16. You got a sickness in your tower. Your potential was trapped in your foundation. But what was your foundations? Trauma. You arguing with yourself. You arguing with your choices. So you guaranteed not to win. So 16 will become the only thing that you're going to be able to create is an embattled you. 1 plus 6, 7. What was this all about? Trying to get to a safer me that is outside of this trap by going through this trap to create a safer me. Traumatized as fuck. Next line, creatively manifesting. You creatively manifested you that's already in trauma. The next line is, holy shit, 911. If you look at the neurological breakdown for 2/19/2024, you can create a 911 out of it. So you're in danger and endangered because thinking for yourself has become a rare act and it's almost extinct. Nobody likes to think for themselves. Everybody needs something to read or somebody else's format that they can copy off of when the people they copy it off of are still here too. I'm still here too. And that's why I tell you, don't think like me, just honor the perspective that works for you. But the trick with honoring a bunch of people's different perspectives, you got to look at the life that they're leading. Are they always embattled? Are they out here stressed out and falling fuck apart? Or are they able to maintain stillness to some extent to where you can see, holy shit, maybe some of that shit does work. They're not always sitting out here trauma posting and all this other shit. And that's how some of y'all do. Y'all take your traumas and find somebody else with the same set of traumas that's just a little bit more safe in that trauma, but traumatized nonetheless. You got to make that make sense. Y'all better quit bonding with like minds, especially when your mind is something that you don't like. Oops, strike there from the records, Your Honor. Getting into 911 because you're in danger. Like I said, you're thinking for yourself, but that's rare and it's almost extinct. Plenty of people trapped in instinct and paying for it, aka intuition. Not just my intuition, but you are intuition. You are in school and you paying a bill. Why 911? Because you're in danger. The first thing that you should realize when you're in danger is figure out why I'm in danger. What put me in danger? And what is the present danger here? And before I go any further into the field of danger, how can I, A, make myself safe, and B, how can I ensure that I do not repeat the cycle? Phoenix energy. So 911, Phoenix energy. I won't be surprised if this is a 21. Oh, just as bad. 68. 68 or 11 and an 8, because this is a duality or actually a multiplicity part. 11 or actually a 6. You see 2 1s, but actually if you count the dots it's a 6, or it could be a 33. This is the multiplicity. But the whole problem was I'm struggling with trying to figure out what all this stuff is. My 911 emergency is that I'm in struggle. Why? Because I'm in a trap and I've now become the trap. The trap was the 4. The 4 doubled up on me. The 4 became a 44 and I manifested the trap. So now I'm struggling with the 44, which becomes an 8. It becomes you in a cycle. And I just want to find me in the cycle by trying to break the cycle apart. But breaking the cycle apart only took your energy. So 6 plus 8, 14. You became more patient with what was going on around you instead of aware for why you didn't keep still. 1 plus 4, 5. Why you didn't keep still? Why didn't you keep still? Because the 1 and the 4. I gave my potential to what already had me trapped. Same shit I just said. When you start to struggle with your traumas and that's all they want is your energy, you gotta learn to let that shit go. Not keep fighting it and then wondering why you don't never get stillness. That's your 911 function. Next line, 38. In my cards, the higher perspective oracle, it ends at 37 because thoughts become who you are. 3 is your thoughts, 7 is self awareness. My thoughts will create self awareness, and then that's what I'll birth. That's the creatrix card. But creatrix is not just the person that creates things, the creatrix is also the thing that creates the trick. So one step past 37 is 38, which means my thought become what I struggle with. If you created everything and now you're struggling with it, you've already lost your rights as a creator. You're now subject to whatever the thoughts teach you. So 38, by my reading on this, it says you're one step out of alignment. Remember, 37, the creatrix, that's where all alignment comes from. All things flow from within. One step out of alignment and being lined up with the results of creation. Is that baby that you birthed, is that baby a manipulation, or is it a baby of manifestation? See, if I'm the creatrix and I give birth to something, if I give birth to the things that I need to go through a journey and I'm staying into alignment with it, then that's a good baby. But if I birth that baby that I need to get into alignment with, but then I let something else distract me, that baby is over there doing what it do, and I'm over here trying to get the use of that baby, but I'm already out of alignment. And that's what I've been talking about for the past couple of days. That baby could be basically a petition, a prayer, a spell, whatever you did. Well, I cast an abundance spell because my bill's getting heavy. Okay, well, go ahead. Use your magic. It ain't nothing but activation of your will anyway. So go ahead and cast that spell if that's what you mentally need to tell yourself that you got to do to get things popped off. Well, all right, well, I put in the work and I did it. But you know what? I got panicky, so I went and took a second job. Wait a minute. You just created this spell to help you with your alignment, but you ain't have enough faith and you ain't have enough stillness to follow through with what you created. So you got into alignment for something else that you thought was going to help you. And then, holy shit, what you created manifests, but you ain't there to see it because you done already got out of alignment. You done already went from 37 to 38. Your thoughts told you struggle. Not that thought said, this is me. I can save myself. That's 37. My thoughts will show me. I am a manifester. So if I put my energy into it, I'm going to sit still and watch it pop off. Now, in this realm, I ain't got enough, and that bill due, and I'm going to have to call somebody, see if I can. I'm about to go strip. Boom. Out of alignment. And into alignment for what your mind told you would be safer. So 38 puts you in danger mode. Not page number 38. Number 38 in this numerology makes you get into alignment for your traumas. Makes you get into alignment for your traumas because it tells you that you don't have nothing. It tricks you into not having nothing. And so you try and get up here to get into a higher vibration. But the whole trick was it tells you have nothing because it's already controlled what you're going to see. Lower vibration, higher vibration. You don't see anything in lower vibration, so you panic thinking that you got to move to a higher vibration. Same shit I just got through saying. You get out of alignment for what was already there. See, 0 is actually everything, but you get taught that it's nothing. But if it's nothing, why do, when you put a 0 behind a 1, the 1 becomes greater? Strike that, Your Honor. Going to the next line. Strike that, Your Honor. 11, justifying. You justify the shit you got taught because you have not started to think for yourself. Sorry for you. Justifying. The illusion of separation is when you don't have awareness of the cost of knowing. Same shit I just said. If you just keep on following what you think you know, but yet what you think you know has not shown you what you want to see, you might want to stop knowing that shit. You might want to stop knowing that shit. But you'll trick yourself in saying, well, you got to have faith and you got to stand still. Stand still in what? What I think I know from somebody else, not what I'm aware of for myself. That's the difference. So justifying the illusion of separation is when you don't have awareness of the cost of knowing, as in know in, Knowin. I know inside of what I'm dealing with, but it's also no in, like no, don't go in. But it's also no end. What I know has an end. But if I only invest in knowledge, then it has no end. Do you see the trick of the spell? So again, like what I put in here, words are spells, and most of y'all ain't smart enough to see the inner meaning. Nothing's hidden. It's just you've been taught not to see. That word knowledge, no ledge. If there's no ledge, what am I gonna do? Keep falling off. Keep falling off. If there is no ledge in knowledge, I'll never fall off. Or I mean, I'll always fall off because there's nothing to stop me. However you want to look at it. That's a perspective. Well, there's no ledge. There's nothing to fall off from. No, if there's no ledge, there's nothing to hold on to. Oops. If you're a rock climber and there's no ledge, you already fucked. So you keep on justifying, trying to find a perspective that works for you, but holy shit, is it working for you or is it just working your energy? Oops, it's working your energy. Why? Because the trap just keeps you moving. The trap, 4, that you got balance with, just keeps you in motion. But the difference between 4 and 5 is you don't see yourself. 4 plus 5, 9. You under control. You're under control by what's told you how to vibrate, knowledge. But it didn't tell you how to vibrate for yourself. It just told you how to vibrate better for it by knowing it. Last line, 2. Nothing is hidden. Like I said, when you start dealing with 11, which is justification of separation, justifying what's already got me separated means that I only see what tore me apart. So 2 is nothing's hidden. You're looking at everything. You just don't have proper awareness, or you're just trusting that bullshit you think you know. Nothing is hidden. You've been taught not to see, or to only see what you've been taught to look for, aka knowledge. Is it a 9 or is it 6? I don't know. Somebody will tell me. It got written in the book. It got written in the book, and then I'm going to move based off of what I've been struggling with. What you been struggling with? Knowledge. 5 plus 8, 13. What's killing you? Knowledge. Why? Because all your potential is in that thought that you've been thinking. But if what you know is not authentic to you and it has only been handed to you, hello Santa Claus and hello Easter Bunny and hello a whole bunch of other people too. You still sitting around waiting on them to show up, but the whole while you waiting on them to show up, you down here getting shown out on. But you'll justify that shit because your core programming said that I'm not enough. There's got to be somebody coming to save me. And as long as somebody coming to save me, I'll willingly keep on giving my energy to what's already got me in struggle. Not realizing the only thing that's got you in struggle is the fact that you plugged into struggle because you didn't see yourself worthy enough of being saved. 5 plus 8. You moved into the struggle. 5 plus 8, 13, the field of death. Why? Because out here trying to change what's changing me without realizing what's changing me was me changing myself. You not honoring you in wholeness already means you're going to change yourself in favor of you in separation, and then you'll justify all the shit that you learned within it. And instead of disengaging from the shit that you learned within it, it has never shown you what you want to see, you'll keep waiting to see it, which means you're going to keep on losing sight of you. Which means effectively, last domino, you become the fool. You become the fool. You become the emotional one. This is 18, the moon. You become transmuted. Your light becomes less than what it was because the struggle has all your potential, but yet the potential was a struggle. You see the duality yet? The lower end vibration is my one, my magic, my illusion, my alchemy, the things I struggle with, potentials. The larger picture was, what am I struggling with? I'm struggling with my potential. So if it's my potential, why am I struggling with it? You know what? You're right. Maybe I should stop struggling with it and be still. Oops, might see some shit different. But no, see, they told me I got to do reclamation and I got to do 67 past lives. And then I got to get out here and I got to find my soulmate and my twin flame and my blah, blah, blah. More struggle energy in this field of separation that has now taken over all your potential. So whereas this used to be lower vibration, that's as high as you can vibrate, which means you've already told your energy there's got to be a struggle. And if there's always got to be a struggle, you'll be scared to keep still. And that is the fool right there. The one who is always energy in motion. That's what the moon does, is rule your emotions, lunar influence. And if it rules your energy to always have you influenced into movement until you realize that you're greater than the moon and the sun, it'll be hard for you to keep still. The longer you keep on selling your energy into these systems of separation, signs, numbers, placements, retrogrades, all that other shit like that, as long as you keep on telling yourself that they're greater than you and you got to keep watching out for them, they'll keep watching out for you too. Why? Because you've already made them your masters. When you gonna set yourself free and stop being enslaved to the shit you think you know? Wholeness.